Alright boys, so I actually just ended up streaming here on YouTube, so if you haven't actually seen my streams, make sure you guys turn on post notifications and stay up to date with me so you can see me streaming. But we actually just started grinding all the brand new player of the month, so absolutely it dropped, and it looks pretty dang good. A lot of these cards look good. A lot of these cards are cards that you're probably going to want to go after for the May player of the month. And what we're going to be talking about is how to finish it ASAP. So I didn't want to make this video until I had finished doing it. So I finished this whole program. It took me an hour and 28 minutes exactly. I ended up streaming it. It was a lot of fun, and I gotta do some things. Obviously, I haven't gotten the collection yet. I'm going to. I still have a couple of tops now moments I need to do. I've been thinking really long and hard about whether I want Marcus Semien. Honestly, I'm on the fence about it on whether or not I'm going to keep the stubs or if I'm going to go after him. Now, I know a lot of you guys in the comment section below are going to be like, well, you need Marcus Semien for the end of the year collection. And I know that you do. Last year, the end of the year player of the month collection ended up being Nicholas Castellanos, and I thought he was okay. I didn't end up using him, and I ended up being pretty fine. So I'm not really too worried about it. I know a lot of people are going to say that. But today we're going to be talking about how to finish this whole thing. So as you guys can see, I'm not BSing. 90 done. This whole thing is done. Everything is done. All of the moments, all of the missions are done except for simply the collection. I know I just fat fingered, but the only thing that I do not have done is the collection, and you're going to have to go on whether or not you want to finish this collection or not, but this is the only thing I don't have done. So we're going to go over the moments first. Now, the moments aren't extremely hard. There's something that's not that difficult, but I'm going to go over all of them. So for the bases moments, the big thing here is, I know a lot of you guys are like, I want a power swing. I would highly recommend against power swing. I would just normal swing the whole guide. It makes it a lot easier, so whenever you mess up, a lot of these are rookie difficulty. If you normal swing and you miss with the PCI, you can still get a homer, but if you power swing and miss with the PCI, it's not going to be as rewarding. And I know what you think power swing is going to be absolutely glitchy. It's not. I promise you, I've been trying it and I've been doing it for a couple years now, and what I've learned is that normal swinging is usually the wave. For the hits moments, again, I would normal swing on these. A lot of these aren't that hard. You see rookie and veteran. There's not going to be any moments that are harder than veteran difficulty, which is a good props to SDS. They're making these player of the month programs a little bit easier and a little bit simpler to do. For Croslaw, I believe it's like a more games. Yeah, it's 3 games set and it's 11 bases. This actually isn't that hard. You're using Brandon Crawford. You're facing a righty, and Brandon Crawford actually looks pretty good, guys. So I would honestly recommend trying Brandon Crawford out whenever you get him. He has big pop towards the righties, and I think this card is going to be really good. He's someone that I would platoon with a different shortstop. So if you face a lefty, I would not still use Brandon Crawford. I would use a different one, but I would start him versus righties whenever you're facing righties, and I would definitely think about it because Crawford rakes righties and plays pretty good defense. He's definitely a slept-on card, I think, and he's going to be a really good sleeper card. So Brandon Crawford's moment isn't too hard. For Ramon brings the Cajun, 3 extra base hits. This is a 3-game set again, so it's not hard. It's not like you're trying to get 3 extra base hits in one game. Just normal swing, you'll get through it. You're going to be facing a lefty, and Ramon Laureano is really good against lefties. He absolutely destroys lefties. He kind of struggles versus righties, but it's veteran difficulty. You guys are going to be okay. For the MVP for the pitching moments, this is where I'm going to kind of go over the pitching moments. The big thing here for the pitching moments is do not pitch like you're pitching to a person in ranked or online. Pitch against you're like pitching a computer. So one thing that I like to do is I like to run fastballs. I like to run cutters outside of the zone away, and kind of just pitches that nobody would normally swing at in ranked. The computer will swing at, and you can definitely get away with them. These aren't too hard. Just make sure that you're not really throwing a lot of pitches that you shouldn't. Don't throw pitches down the middle. Just make sure that you're mixing up your pitches pretty well, and you're going to be fine. This is veteran. He's got really good per-nines. The pitching are pretty good. Same with Kluber, and same with some of the other pitching and hitting moments. I'm not going to go too much more into depth with them because that makes sense. Now, for the missions, this is where things are going to start to get interesting. So, for all of these missions, there's 30 bases with Tops Now series, and there's 5 home runs with Tops Now series. So what you're going to be doing for all of these moments, with all of these cards and all of these to finish this ASAP, is you're going to actually be making a player. You're going to be making a full team, and I labeled it top. So I made RB, made a whole new roster, and all of these guys are guys that are going to be used, and you're going to be Tops Now cards only, and you're going to make it Tops Now cards, and you're going to make it the monthly award players that you end up getting from this. Now, keep in mind, the Tops Now bases and the Tops Now home runs come from Tops Now cards, but not monthly awards cards. So you're going to need to get those bases with those Tops Now cards and those home runs with those Tops Now cards. And if you don't have Tops Now cards, one thing that I recommend doing is simply using the packs that you get and opening those packs that you get from the monthly awards program and putting them in. Now, whenever you make this full team of all of the guys that you're going to need for moments, and whenever you put the pitchers on there that you're going to need, for example, you're going to need to get strikeouts with the Tops Now pitcher. It's going to be 15 Ks. You're going to be using Dylan Cease, and then whenever you end up finishing that with Dylan Cease, what you're going to be doing is using guys like Zach Wheeler, Corey Kluber, and you're going to be using that Ryan Tepera, who are all cards that you're going to be getting from the monthly awards that all have their own missions. Now, you're taking this team of your brand new Tops Now cards, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be going into single player modes, and you're going to be playing versus CPU. You're going to be playing on rookie difficulty. Make sure you guys are playing on rookie difficulty. And if you're going for hits with certain cards, put them at the top 3 of your order. Play a game on away and take those ABs and then quit out after taking those ABs and do it over and over again. So right now I'm just going to kind of go into it and I'm going to kind of show you. But you would press on this. You would go to your pitcher. Let's say you need to get Corey Kluber strikeouts. You're going to press on Corey Kluber and you're going to go through here. Let's say you have your top 3 up that you need to hit. What you're going to do is it's away, so you're going to face with those first 3 guys. You're going to hit with those first 3 guys, and then you're going to quit out of this, and then you're going to do it over and over and over again until that moment is done. Now, with the bases and stuff like that, you can do the same thing with Tops Now cards. It actually took me a long time to get the Tops Now bases and the Tops Now homers. I believe it took me about 9 innings to get that done. So it took me a little bit. Again, I did say that this ended up taking me, I believe, an hour 20. It took me about an hour 20 to an hour 40 minutes, somewhat in that range. I was kind of messing around talking with chat. So if you're just absolutely grinding, I do think that you could get this done in about an hour and 10 minutes. I would say that would be the absolute minimal. You get the whole thing done. So as you guys know, you need doubles with Austin Meadows. So you would just hit with Austin Meadows. You would hit with these top 3 guys, and as soon as you were done, you would actually just quit out of the game and you would start it over and over again until you have those moments done. And this is the fastest method to do it. You're going to be doing it just like that. Again, if you're doing it with pitching and you need pitcher's moment, just make your guys the home team and make your guys the home team so you're facing their hitters. And then once you face their hitters and you get those strikeouts, back out and go out again. That way you don't have to face hitters. It's faster. It's faster than bunting, I promise you guys. And this is the fastest way to end up finishing the May Player of the Month program. I hope that this ended up helping you guys out. If it does, make sure you guys drop a like, drop a sub so you guys can get Marcus Semien. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Hopefully we can hit it by the end of this month. I definitely think we're going to. We're growing at a pretty good pace. So big shout out to you guys. The love has been absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you boys, and May POTM.